Welcome back to Life Work Diaries. The beginning of autumn is always a busy time filled with events, new projects, and resets. So spend a week in my life as I build my lifestyle business Kinship while trying to find some balance before a work trip. Hi, welcome back to Life Work. I am an ex-marketing director in tech turned entrepreneur and creator. I'm leaving for a work trip in about a week's time. 3 days before that, we are throwing the biggest event that we have hosted yet for my business, Kinship. Kinship is all about creating spaces and gatherings for ambitious individuals to learn, grow, and connect. And I'm very, very excited for this event, except that it's just so close to my work trip. And then on top of that, I have about 7, 8, almost 9 different projects on the go right now for clients, for brands. So needless to say, I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed and flustered. I actually tried to film this intro twice, but there has been construction in my building for the past month. Anyways, I think they're on their lunch break right now, so I have a little bit of time to talk to you. I feel like I really messed up the plating of this, but it's fine. The flavor's still gonna be good. Just to make sure that I am actually tackling everything that I need to tackle, we're gonna start with a to-do list. Okay, I think that's everything. Here's my list. So the master to-do list includes finishing my sandwich board design for our event, purchasing goodie bags and name tags, which will just be a quick one, making sure that our charcuterie delivery is set up. I want to actually test some merch for Kinship. I need to build a QR code for Kinship, release our website, but before releasing our website, making sure that our website copy is all good, so reviewing all of that. And then on a separate note, so on kind of like my freelancing / content creation side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos for today. Because I want to be realistic, I would like to finish the sandwich board design. I would like to purchase the goodie bags and name tags. I would like to start testing merch and then also edit the website copy. So I've just put a star next to all of the items that I want to do today. And I think we can just go ahead and get started. So Terry and I have been thinking about how to do merch for a while because it really is quite a large undertaking, especially for a small business that pretty much just consists of me and Terry, my co-founder. The hesitations we have are mainly around cost, having to carry inventory, the quality of the goods, and then kind of like the whole payment process, selling process that we have to figure out as like a whole separate project. When right now we're still trying to release our website, we are throwing events, we are trying to engage with our community, we're trying to do social, like there's a lot to do as a entrepreneur, especially one that doesn't have a large team. So we're slowly figuring it out, but I think it is about time we thought about merch or at least having some sort of a branded product, mostly just because we think it would be a fun addition to our very community-based brand. I recently discovered Printful, which is a print-on-demand service that has a ton of features that makes it super easy as a small business owner to get a shop up and running. It really just takes the guesswork out of creating any sort of product because you upload your design, they automatically print it for you onto the product, and you don't even have to worry about carrying inventory or making sure it ships out because Printful will actually do all of that for you. This also means that when you're using Printful, you only pay Printful when the customer places an order. So you never have to worry about, okay, do I have enough capital to order like X amount of goods to make sure I can cover different size ranges or different colors for my customer. You just have to list the products that you want, the designs that you want, and then Printful will handle everything else. Having this sort of print-on-demand service really makes it so you can focus on just selling. So like marketing, creating content, stuff that we're already doing for Kinship. So it just is kind of a no-brainer for us. I really want to try it out and maybe test out some of the products to see how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. But so far, as I've been playing around on the Printful site, like they have so many products for you to choose from like men's clothing, women's clothing, kids clothing. They have home goods, so like towels, cups, mouse pads. Like, they really have so many things. I had to poke around their catalog earlier, and there's so many things that I want to try. So the coffee mugs are really cool. I think tote bags are always a good option. They actually have a few different hat options that I want to make as well that kind of have that like vintage distressed feeling, which is rare. Like, usually you're seeing very, very simple hat options, but I love that they have these more fun ones that I think are quite nice. So when you're ready to add your design, you can just hit start designing, and then it'll take you to like a little design page for you to play around with what you want on your item. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload the design that I have. I love that they show you the layout of where the print design is going to be, because it just makes it a lot easier to visualize what the final product will look like, so you're not accidentally printing something that you didn't mean to. So I'm just gonna upload one more design with it a little bit more spaced out to see if that'll work. So this one is my third design. I'm gonna hit apply, and I think that's pretty close. I'm just gonna make it a tad bigger so that it sits pretty centered. And then you do have this 365-degree look at what your design is going to look like. If you're not really a designer yourself, they actually have a lot of clip art that you can use. So if you go into the clip art section, there are tons and tons of different designs. Whether you want something that is colorful, whether you want something that is the Wild Wild West themed, whether you want like architecture or old school technology. Actually, this is really, really cool. To use it, all you have to do is drag and drop it into your design space, and it'll automatically add it to your cup. Like, that's actually fun. Maybe if I didn't have line art, I would use that little old Macintosh computer. If, let's say, your design doesn't have text, they actually allow you to add text into the design space as well. So let's say I did want to use this old Apple computer, I can actually come in here and add in text directly in Printful. So you can do font combinations, you can do a completely customized one, or they have ready to use quotes as well. So consistency is key is honestly so on brand for Kinship anyway, so I feel like that could be fun. If you're just like, I have no idea, they actually already have some quick designs that you can choose from. So there's holiday themes, motivation, best friend things, environmental things. Like, the options really are endless with Printful, and that's what I like about them. They just make it really easy for you to create something for the very first time, even if you have no idea what you want to create yet. Once you're happy with your design, you can see it in a mock-up form as well. So I will actually just take this image and send it to Terry and be like, hey, do you like this? And that way she can get a realistic look at what the design will look like on a cup. If it's all good, then you can just easily add that product to cup, and voila, you can get that shipped directly for you and see it as a sample. When you're ready to start selling your product, they make it really easy for you to connect Printful to whatever platform you're using. So if you go under more and then go to start selling, you can actually quickly connect to any of the platforms. So whether you use Shopify or Etsy or Wix or WooCommerce or eBay or even TikTok Shop, just select the platform within Printful and it'll guide you through exactly how to connect those stores. Here's an example of a Shopify store that Printful created, but obviously you can go in and create your own Shopify store and customize it however you like. And that's kind of the joy about being able to use a separate platform like Shopify, is that you can go in, pick the theme that you like, make sure it matches your branding, and fully customize it to be a website that is yours. So if you've also been thinking about creating some merch or selling some products on your own store, I'd highly recommend checking out Printful. I'll put all the details in the description box below so you can easily find them, but honestly, just go and try them out and order a few products, because you just never know what it's going to be like until you give it a try. Okay, I just want to play around in here a little bit because this is so much fun. I've been doing all of the design stuff for Kinship within Figma because it is just my ride or die design tool, and it's been going really well. I mean, I have a pretty good system within Figma already because I've been using the tool for so long, especially back when I used to work in tech. Like, I would do all of my marketing collateral and website work and app store work and app design work within Figma. So right now I am trying to design what the event board or sandwich board for our event will look like. It's actually going to be something that we will probably reuse for different events. So I saved some inspo from Pinterest. The backside is where I'm a little bit stuck on. We know we want to have a QR code where people can find our website. I have it so that it says like connect, grow, learn, build, get inspired, start, which are all words that are encompassing of what we want to try to accomplish with Kinship. But does it say enough? That's what I'm worried about. So I'm actually going to look up a few more examples, I think, and just see if I can tweak this design to be better. Okay, I actually ended up changing the text because I was chatting with Terry about it, and you don't have to do it alone. Definitely evokes like an emotional feeling, but we wanted it to be a little bit more obvious what was going on inside of the event, as well as wanting it to be a little bit more positive. So I put a bunch of options in ChatGPT, kind of like workshopped it a bit with Terry as well. And some of the ones that we're liking right now are, shh, ambitious people are dreaming here, where dreamers, builders, and doers meet. Shh, ambitious people are gathering here. So I think those could be kind of fun. I'm gonna just wait for Terry and see what she says and which option she likes best. I had to buy another SSD because mine is full for the year already, which is crazy because I was thinking if I got these 4 terabyte SSDs, oh, I have cat hair in my mouth. I was thinking that if I buy these 4 terabyte ones, which are quite pricey by the way, that they would last me a whole year, which last year it did. I was able to fit an entire year's worth of footage into one SSD, but I guess because this year I've been filming a lot more in 4K, it's not happening. I did also get this SSD enclosure, which actually allows you to have 2 SSDs in one enclosure, which is very, very helpful for me. So I removed this one, which contains all the footage that I decided to save from 2015 to 2023 in one SSD, but somehow this year I need like 8 terabytes, which is crazy. But I'm gonna just take that one out and switch it for this one. I used to use the thinner sort of like standalone SSDs, but I decided to switch to this chip form because I just find that these are going to be easier to store. However, now I do need to find a storage method for this, so I'll probably go on Amazon and see if I can buy some sort of a storage solution for this. It's a little bit later now. I ended up just doing a lot of laptop work, and I feel like whenever I'm doing laptop work, it does get to be a little bit repetitive, like as far as what I'm showing you, especially if I'm working on the same task. But we are done with that for now because I need to make dinner. I needed to order another SSD because I have already filled up my SSD for the year, which is so crazy because I have 4 terabyte SSDs that I use like for annual storage of my video footage, but I guess I've been filming a lot more in 4K, so it just has been eating up all my storage. And then I did purchase some paper bags for the goodies that we're going to be giving out for our event. And then I got these cute little name tags. Just says, hello, my name is, and then they're multicolored. The most exciting part though is my friend Sabrina came to drop off these sauces. These are sauces from Tocha. They are so delicious. So the sauces that I have been using in all of my cooking lately, this is what they look like. So I'm not gonna open that box, but I have the yuzu one, the original, and then verde, which is like a salsa verde. I am actually gonna be cooking with them tonight, but these ones specifically are for the event that we're hosting. I'm gonna be giving them out as goodie bags because everybody deserves to taste these. Like, to be honest, they're so good. I want to make some salmon for dinner because I have brown rice and some veggies already, and salmon is just so quick and easy to make. So I'll show you how I use those Tocha sauces. So I just buy frozen salmon from Costco that comes in like a big pack. I typically just season them a tiny bit, so I put a little bit of olive oil on them. I'll put a little bit of salt. I love paprika, so there's always paprika, and I'm generous with paprika. The yuzu sauce actually works really well as a dip, but I do like to put some on beforehand. And I think today I'm gonna do some of the verde on the other one just to mix it up.